the biggest one made, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a heavy lifter.
Yeah.
You might want to.
The reason why I had them, Duke, could you do that hip thing one more time? Just so to make sure, yeah. You got that right? Good, 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 good. You see, that seat right there has a control, and that control allows them to warp the wings. They didn't have ailerons, so they had to warp the wings. And there's a little joint in the wing joint that allowed that wing to warp and give them the effect of the ailerons. So while they were laying down on the carriage, they warped the wings. Now, notice that the engine is on one side and the pilot lays on the other side. That's so that the weight will be balanced.
This is the smallest airplane in the world?
Yeah, here there's
Okay.
information on it over here. 75 knots.
That is small.
Yeah.
He was changing his plane, but in an up there on a place was.
Yeah, but that one box was.
47 half-scaled Thunderbolt.
Oh, that's a.
And there is a pusher.
Of a Thunderbolt.
Airplanes, helicopters, all over the place here.
This is the.
It's okay.
Oh,
That's okay.
POW cage.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam.
Hell of a Gatling gun. I suppose they're 50 millimeter?
Oh no.
Or what are they?
They're 20 or 30.
Oh, 30 millimeter or something? Okay.
37 mil.
37 millimeter?
30 millimeter.
30 millimeter?
Huh.
What,
Are these mounted on the A-10s?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This is the one.
That's mounted on an airplane of this type.
That's a Gatling.
Two-passenger.
Oh, I didn't even notice that drone.
150 horsepower engine, 140 mile per hour maximum speed, cruise at 125. A flying car. Here's the flying platform.
Oh yeah.
And they stand up above there and fly off the ground. We think this was Eisenhower's Air Force One.
Computerized. He operates something in the cockpit. The computer actually does. Not on this air. Mechanic.
X-15. Was this what Chuck Yeager flew, or?
No.
No, that was the other
the
one.
X1
That was
is what-
X1.
This is what Chuck Yeager flew.
Right, that's what he flew.
Yeah. But this is the X-15. Several Air Force pilots got their astronaut wings because they flew above 50 miles
I see.
in an X-15.
Full size?
This is actual size
Okay,
of Mercury
stand over
spacecraft.
by it and let's get a little... Okay. Man, that's not much room.
No.
That's what Alan Shepard,
Alan Shepard, John Glenn.
Gus Grissom, and all of those
Yep.
went up and down in.
Yep.
One of the people in the Arizona Hall of Fame. Foreman. He was also a prisoner of war. And there's a lot of them here in this Hall of Fame. This is the L-20 Beaver. Wheels out there on the outboard on the wings.
3 that are still in one piece.
And what kind of a plane is this?
This is a Hustler B-70, if I remember right.
And there's 3 crew members?
3 crew members, pilot in the front, then I think a navigator sits behind him, and then one more back is a weapons specialist, I think.
Hey, we're looking at this airplane right now. We're not sure. It's dropped off the X-15 or whatever. Ron is talking about it up there, and I don't hear him from here.
Well, that's where they would mount an X-15.
I see.
And this is the number of X-15 launches. It looks like maybe they had some just drop tests.
Huh. So
Actual
that's
launches.
maybe the number of times they've dropped an X-15 or
From
something.
this airplane, yeah.
And this is where they mounted it, right there.
Yeah. It says
The-
right here, Dad, one of 2 modified for X-15 projects.
I see.
Modified. Wow. That's quite something.
Okay, this is the B-47. And many more airplanes down the line here.
F-84, Korean.
F-84.
Actually, no, I'm wrong.
Or,
Yeah.
what is it? I guess it's something else. The F-84. And this is an F-86 here. Used in Korea. You know what kind that is?
Douglas C-124 Longmast,
Douglas C-124.
1950 to 1975 it operated.
C-97 Stratocruiser. Used as a hospital ship. Takeoff and landing aircraft. Motors up ahead.
14 transport, one of 2 of them that were built.
Okay, and over here, of course, we got a DC-3, the way it
Yeah.
looks. What is that, a C? I don't remember
Next
what they
to
were.
it, I can't remember
That's
now, yeah.
that's a Constellation.
Yeah,
They were used by TWA.
yeah. Then next to it is a B-50. Well, in the background is a B-50. That's a variant of the B-29, you know, like the Enola Gay that dropped the
Oh, is that
So,
right? Okay.
Hiroshima. Except the B-50 has outboard turbojet engines, you can see.
I see that. A jet-powered glider, all right. NASA, some type of a research plane. These have all the tail feathers here, but the major part of the airplane is there. This is a seaplane, twin engine. An older seaplane.
Use this to carry rocket components. They could fit a, I think a booster stage for the Saturn V in here, or at least I know, at least the second stage and third stage I think they could fit in there. So yeah, it's an oversized airplane.
He always wanted to be a Marine. He's got it wish.
From the tail wheel back, still a long ways back there. Now looking towards the front, and there's a gunner on this side and a gunner that would be over in this area. This is back in the tail, of course. Also, there's guns up above here. Underneath. And of course, guns up in the nose. Two F-1 tracker anti-submarine plane used between 1952 and 1961. Some MiGs, they look kind of small compared to our airplanes. This is a MiG-15? Yeah. Okay. Looking at this SR-71 later, which is the fastest airplane there is.
Half of the airplane is your mark. So you'll see that. Also on the other side, you'll see the door gate to bombing to guard. Here at the end,
German helicopter pulled behind a submarine?
Yeah, they would pull this behind the submarine.
Huh.
And then this guy would act as a spotter.
Oh, I see. Huh. That's the actual size and actual plane, or gyrocopter, or yeah. One of the first helicopters here.
Operational in 1944.
1924?
44.
1944, yeah. So that's one of the first ones built. There's a life raft, and they have radio equipment and an antenna that was hoisted by a kite, such as this one here.
They could also send up a balloon instead of a kite if there wasn't enough wind. Here's a generator containing calcium hydride. I suppose, yeah, That'll create hydrogen to fill up a balloon that you can also loft the antenna with.
With gunners standing inside the fuselage of this airplane here. Now we're wondering what has happened over beyond the museum here, what that black smoke is all about. Well, we'll find out maybe later if it is anything. We're going to go take a look at that fast airplane. How fast would it go?
Mach 3.
Mach 3.
Fly at an altitude of 80,000 feet.
Huh.
Coast in 68 minutes. This was carried piggyback on the Blackbird. It's a ramjet engine. Flies same, you know, Mach 3. There's a reconnaissance, a drone, a reconnaissance drone.
Huh. This is pretty sleek, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a big boat with great big engines and stubby wings for the size of it. Two tail rudders. This drone, I would guess it has a camera underneath it. The reconnaissance drone operated in 1970. Reconnaissance drone between 70 and 78 is when this was operated. Big long wings on the thing. Almost like a glider. AT-6B. Huh?
This is a B-29 like the Enola Gay that dropped a bomb on Hiroshima.
Okay. They had a separate tail gunner. Ron tells me this is the kind of a plane that George Bush flew.
That's the first thing, grab that front cover and go get another one put on. We did it. Put it on and then nice that there's something wrong with these guys.
The wings fold back, of course, when you get it on an aircraft carrier. Here is some type of a transport plane.
Okay, guys, we made it.
Put a cactus in here, one that's blooming.
Yeah.
Okay, where to?
Well, it's up to you.
These are the A-10s flying over. And there's all kinds of them taking off here.
Okay.
Okay, we're just leaving the Pima Air Museum here at Tucson. We'll be heading back to the house now. Okay.